Hello everyone. On this class, we will learn about the XREF, um, how to extract the image, DWGs, and title blocks and title block infos, and also how to print from this. Eventually, we had to print whatever we do in AutoCAD. So this is the floor plan we started last class, and then hopefully you guys finished tracing everything and. Let me help you to insert the image, the floor plan which we uh, drawing all together now. So wrong one. So this is the floor plan, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to extract this in and I'm going to scale it. So I'm going to use this column grid as a 20 feet. I'm going to scale this. So you might want to be careful about scaling, and I'm going to scale this to reference. So I'm going to do this a little fast, but you could pause and rewind, and you could do that. So in here we're going to do that in model space. Please let's not do it in layout space. We're going to do it in model space. uh, the way you do this, you type in XREF. So if you look closely here in this corner, XREF, enter. So you'll get this dialog box over here. So in this dialog box, what you could do is that if you click on this icon here, you could insert DWG, image, and PDFs, and DWF files. So today we're going to insert DWG and image. So let me go and look for image files. When you click on the image, it'll give you this dialog box. So I have saved my file in my computer, so let me go and look for it. So it's always better to keep everything in one folder. So in this case, what I did, if you look at it, I put the title block, the title block and title block info, structural grid, and floor plans, and my CityTech logo, and my image which I'm going to put in. So in your case, you also have to bring in all of these files, which is isometric of your models, and also structural grid, floor plan, geolocation of your floor plan. So you will do the same thing for geolocation when you bring import image from Google Earth. So please, just we're gonna go ahead and do this. Press open. So when you say attach image, what is going to do, that it will give you a full path and intersection point. So I'm going to uncheck this. I'm going to set it, let's insert in 0 0, and the scale is going to be 1 to 1. And when I press OK, I'm going to put this to my other screen. By default, this is my 0 0. AutoCAD will insert in that place over here. So what I'm going to move this, enter, and move to the side. If I zoom in here, so now I can zoom into this image. Now I'm going to scale this. Remember that when you press that 0 0 and also 1 is going to come to the 0 0 coordinates all the way down here. Sometime you may have to look for it, maybe over here. That's why I put my first column in there as well. So in this case, what I'm going to do, SC4 scale, select the object, enter. I'm going to turn off the O snap. I'll tell you why later. I'm going to turn off the O snap. I'm going to zoom into this particular piece over here, which is my first column. Okay, I'm going to click here. So once you click first time, now it'll give you some kind of scaling like this. But always please read this bottom point over here, scale factor. Next to scale factor, it says copy and reference. I'm going to press R for reference. Okay, again I'm going to is asking for the reference length. Then since I'm going to give reference, I'm going to say from first column to second column is going to be 20 feet. So I'm going to give my first click, and try to keep your auto on, is very important, and my second click, and then I'm going to say 20 feet. If you see that it's zoomed in all the way. So now more or less 99.9% this plan is now scaled to this. Reason why I don't want to trace this plan, guys, because then you will not know what you're drawing. Yes, you sometimes you will know it, but it's always better to, we studied on my last video, we examined the whole floor plan, and we started draw over here. And also, guys, just want to remind you, this is not wall, this is a pattern in the floor. So you might want to be careful, you might want to take a look at the pictures from the field trip. Okay, guys, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this, put it to the side, and if you if you click on this icon over here, okay, guys, then what you could do, you could crop your image. Okay, let me do that again. See, when you'll click on, you select the image, then you'll see the create clipping boundary. When you click on that, you could actually basically crop your image. So what I did, I just cropped it, my image, all the way. Now if you want to bring your titles from your standard, from our standard, simply you can just copy and paste them here. And also since this is a true scale, you can also put the scale bar here as well. So if you don't mind, I'm going to erase this. If you don't mind, I'm going to detach this again. Detach. I'm going to redo again. Okay, so if I went this a little faster, so I'm going to type in XREF, enter. I'm going to look for the image, which I'm going to click on this top corner. I say attach image. In this case, I'm going to attach my floor plan. Open. I'm going to uncheck this box and uncheck this box over here. Press OK, because this will tell me it will put it will put my image on 0 0. The scale is going to be 0 0 as well. I'm going to press OK. I'm going to close this for now. If I zoom into this corner, I will see my XREF here. So I'm going to move this M4 move. I'm going to move this out of my screen. Usually your professor will recommend that you open a new drawing and insert this. You have your another drawing for your geolocation and your floor plans. So I'm going to scale this. SC for shortcut for scaling. Select the object, enter. Now zoom into first column, and please keep your O snap off. Okay, and I'm going to click on the first column. Now when you give first click, you could now zoom in and out. I mean, you can scale any scale you want. If I say 2 is going to double this, if I say 3 is going to triple this, if I put 0.5 is going to bring half a size of this. So in this case, I want to reference this. See this reference over here? I'm going to press R, enter. Again, I'm going to click on the same point, and I'll go to my second column, which is my second column is going to be here, and I will say 20 feet. So when you do that, the whole thing will scale to 20 feet. Now I'm going to move this to the up and enter. Move to the side a bit. Now I'm going to crop this. If I click on the image itself, see the create clipping boundary, just click here. Now I'm going to draw a boundary. I'm going to draw a rectangle in this case, and I would say I want to crop all of this. See that I captured all the columns. Press enter. Now that is my entire drawings. So now what I could do, if you click on this arrow, it will inverse, it will switch back and forth your cropping. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and put these two on the printing before we for the printing. Okay, so I will go to my layout space for printing, and when you click on layout space, this is how it's going to be. So you have black color background or some white color background with one rectangle. I'm going to click delete inside, I will go ahead and right click here and rename this to A1. Okay, it's going to be A1. Once you renamed it, now what we could do, right click on the layout and the black color. First you have to click on it, right click, and go to page setup management, modify it. I'm going to choose PDF as my default. Okay guys, and then I'm going to A arch D. I'm going to leave a layout. Here I'm going to choose I will go and look for architecture. See that I don't see the CityTech standard BTech version 2. That's the standard that we should look for. If you don't have it guys, this at home, I'll highly recommend that you download either from my website or ask your professor. You'll have it from the um, Blackboard or Dropbox. Once that happen, if you don't see this in mine, this is just 2012. In school, you got there's a small arrow here. You got to click on the arrow to expand this, so you'll get this so you could choose the CityTech standard. So now scale line weight, that's very important. 1 to 1, leave everything the way it is, and I'm going to press OK and close this. So now this is my 24 by 36 page. In here now we're going to extract in our title block. For example, remember this is our title block and this is a title block info. Okay, so I will always highly recommend that you get this title block info and title block. So what we're going to do now, again, type in XREF. Remember guys, we did before the for insert the image we were in the model space. Now we're going to insert the title block, we are in layout space. Okay, so I will go and again click on this small arrow, DW this time. I'll go and look for the our title block, which is this guy here, and press open. I'm going to say insert on 0 0 full path. Scale is going to be 1 to 1, and I'm going to press OK. And when you do that, it'll automatically insert in this spot over here. Okay. Now if you look at here, I have some of your title blocks set to 24 by 36. This title block set to 22 by 34. The reason is guys is because in our school we have 11 by 17. 11 by 17 is 11 is 22 and 17 is 34, so it's 1 to 2. So let me go and again change. If your professor give you 24 by 36, leave the way it is. Since this is 24, but since this is 22 by 34, we'll go back to the plot style manager. I'm going to change this to and CD. Okay guys, when you do and CD is 22 by 34, press OK and close it. See that? Boom, that's there. So now what I'm going to do guys is that once you set up your insert your title block, now I'm going to insert my block, which is my, see that there's no information over here. Okay, so I'm going to insert, I for insert, then I will go and look for my block. It's not there, so I'm going to browse it this time. I'll go to my computer. So guys, I went to my title block, and this is my title block info. See that? So I'm going to open it. I'm also going this time I'm going to say insert it in a 0 0, scale everything the same thing. Just watch what's here, what's here, and what's here. Okay, and press OK. Press OK, OK, and it's inserted for me. So if you look here now, that's my whole block. What I did, if I let me move this block so that it will insert in the right spot too. So now you could double click on this block and you could insert. If you want, you could explode this. Enter to explode it. Now you have you could individually I will keep them in block. Let me show you this for example. See that I have, when I created this, I created with these two lines where you could match those two lines with this, and this white line guys, it will not print the only depth points. So if you go back to this drawing, or if I double click this and press open, and see that all of these are depth points, they are depth points, and only these lines will print, but that's already part of the title block. If you don't want it, you could delete this, but I recommend that you keep all of this. And if you want to edit something here, you put your name and the address and everything, then close it to your edit toolbar and it will close it for you, and then it will give you all the information for you to print. Usually what I do, I take this, put it in the 0 layer for the blocks, and just keep it the way it is. So now we insert the title block, we insert the info bar info. But guys, I'll do another video tutorial with more depth of how to print an extra. I'm just going a little fast because so people got to do this assignment for tomorrow. So MV for viewport. Okay guys, MV. So I can create MV and click first point and now click on second points. See that it'll give me the viewport. So MV, enter, click. It's just basically you're drawing a rectangle. But if you look here, see this, all this real estate here, this is a very useful space which is I'm not using it. In this case it's better to go ahead and do polyline, PL, enter. I'm simply going to click on this polygon around this. I'm going to make a full polyline like this. Keep my auto on. Okay, once you do polyline guys, okay, make sure you press Control 1. Okay, see the polyline is now closed. Yes, close the polyline. Once you close the polyline, okay, I'm click on the polyline, put the right layer, which is NPLT, which is now print. Now I'm going to type in MV again. This time it says object, O for object. I'm going to select my object. When you do that, see that my whole entire viewport goes into it. So I'm going to double click inside the viewport, move using my mouse. I'm going to pan it, or you can P enter for panning it, and I'm going to put this to 1/8 each equal a foot. 1/8 each equal a foot. When you do the 1/8 equal a foot, it'll perfectly fit there. See that? That's the whole thing. So okay, now we are ready to print guys. Make sure you change your name, dates and everything. But before even you do print, you have to do two things. One is to type in LTS, line type scale, enter. See right now mine's 96. Be careful, it's not 96, it's supposed to be 1. Okay guys, see that now you can see the dash line. If your professor say I don't what happened to your dash line, this is what happened, LTS. Okay guys, and also do print preview, always print preview. Okay, so now what I'm going to do again, when you work in model space, see that now the LTS is gone. See that? So now type in LTS 96, you'll see. But when you go to the layout space, oops, it's not there anymore. So LTS 1, always layout space, always 1, no matter what you do, is always 1. So now right click, plot. I'm sorry that I used all the shortcuts, but no, just or Control P. So we have set up everything the way it is here. See that standard, static, standard, and CD. So let me go ahead and do preview. See, beautiful, everything comes in the right spot. Only problem is that see the top line here is missing. Since this is and CD, I always get this thing, but I'll go and cheat a bit. This is how I cheat. I put this to window. Okay, I select, click on that point corner, come back and click on that corner, apply to layout, center the plot, preview. Now voila, you have it. Okay guys, now plot. Now when I do right click on plot, it asks me to save it somewhere, so I'm going to go and save this into my project folder. So always naming the file is very important guys. Okay, this is my assignment 1, is A1, A-1. Okay, I try to put today's date. I'm going to save it. So once I save this, AutoCAD will give me a preview of this. See that now you can see all of my drawings here. It's done. So please go ahead and change all the things that you had to change and do this. And also now, please guys, have one of these drawing for floor plan. Okay, I'll repeat this again. For your image, have another drawing. You know the way I named it. For some reason, I couldn't open this drawing because it's saved in school. And you're supposed to have 1, 2, 3, 4 drawings with your title block and title block info. Okay guys, so all 4 of them is in a separate drawing. So in the office is 4 people are working, anybody could work separately. And these title blocks must be inserted in this as XREF. Okay guys, so enjoy it, and I'll see you in school. If you have any question, please let me know. Today we learned extracting image, how to extract image and scaling it, title blocks and printing it. Thank you guys, have a great day.